Hello, thanks for watching. It's Sunday the 26th of August 2018 as I do this, and an interesting day, a busy day in the stars. We've got the end of the last cycle in a big way as the moon entered Pisces, 6:32 a.m. this morning UK time, so late last night and in the wee small hours of this morning, depending where you are in the States and Canada. So under a Pisces moon things begin to change. A number of my friends are Pisceans and I've been looking forward to this, particularly Eilena and her daughter, and another few people I can think of as well. Increased emotions tend to happen under a Pisces moon, but at the same time, people are more receptive to each other's feelings and each other's emotions, so that makes things a lot better. People tend to want to help. Other people may be willing to help you as well, and sometimes the best way to help and the best way to give is by willingly receiving something from someone. That's really worth bearing in mind, because kind of giving really does work both ways. We can't pour from an empty vessel, and it's usually the people who give the most that just want to keep on giving and not take any time for themselves. So do be aware of that. Emotions tend to predominate over common sense, but that is no surprise today really, because full moon is coming. Full moon is happening at, 4 minutes to 1 in the afternoon here in UK. And so, that was, I think, 5:05 a.m. on the Pacific coast of the States and Canada on the eastern side, which I think is still Eastern Daylight Time. I must check because that's going to change soon. It would have been, 3 hours after that, so it's 5 to 8 in the morning. But it's going to be 5 to 1 in the afternoon here in UK. Time of excess, everything brims over. Nature is particularly kind of fulsome at the moment, and if you're into any earth magic type practices or pagan spirituality, I'm putting labels on it, but if the earth is a special thing for you, today that energy is very, very strong. So don't be afraid to go and sort of get out there and be in it. It's not terribly good weather here in West Wales at the moment, but I am going to go out in that today and actually feel the natural energies, because they are good, we wrap things up and we hide things away from nature, and things can go to seed a bit there. So do not be afraid of nature, and do not, whatever you do, my friends, be afraid of the full moon. It's a great time to visualize. It's a great time for anything you believe in to take a bit more shape, and to get an idea of where things are going in the future. When we come to the new moon, we start tending to think of questions like, where do I want to be in 5 years' time? This is more like kind of where do I want to be next month, where things are urgent. Don't be afraid to ask, because as you go along this path, you'll find that the energy kind of peaks just as a thing is needed, and it's there just as you need it to be, even though it might seem as if it wasn't going to happen. It can happen, and full moon is a very, very magical time for that. Next week is an interesting one as well. Tomorrow, Monday the 27th, Mars goes direct, having been retrograde for some time, and then on Tuesday the 28th in the afternoon here in UK, much earlier in the day in the States and Canada, the moon will actually enter Aries and the cycle will start again. But today is always about today. Not much point thinking, well, it's good to think about tomorrow, but we've got to live in the present as well. The past, well, that's not so helpful really, but the lessons and the love of the past are very helpful indeed. Right now the moon then 99.9% waxing gibbous. I don't know why I flicked on that tab. Let's flick another tab and have a look at astro weather. So right now the sun is opposite Neptune. Indecisiveness. People are likely, where they're trying to work together to do something, are likely to reach an impasse, just can't get any further. That can also happen in the physical world as well, but I'm looking at that happening between people today as a thing, because it's full moon and because of the way everything else is sitting. There may be scandals around governments, people might resign from groups, that kind of thing, but it's changes that need to happen, and these changes would have happened anyway, so just do not be afraid of it, basically. Handle it as calmly as you can. It's not the calmest set of conditions when the moon is full, but handle it as calmly as you can, because that is the way to deal with just about everything in life. Right now the moon is sextile Uranus. It's a time of kind of being easily thrilled and excited. Of course it's going to be sun opposite moon a little bit later today, but in the morning in the UK at least, that's the way it's going. Mercury is square Jupiter at the moment. Mercury is almost not retrograde anymore. Jupiter is the ruling planet of Sagittarius, and and has much to do with abundance, being able to tolerate things. And that is a great thing when the full moon energy is up, or in any intense situation, because tolerance is a wonderful thing. But if you really think about it, if we tolerate something, it's almost like saying, well, I don't like that, but go on, I'll tolerate it. To allow something is the best thing we can really do, you know. And that may very well play into relationships today, because Venus is square Pluto. Cooperation tends to be forced. People don't cooperate easily, and there may be demands from people wanting to get cooperation out of you that you're not willing to give. Think carefully, evaluate carefully, because Mars is void in Capricorn. Venus and Mars, the male and female energies that we think of so much, pulling in a different direction altogether with Mars void in Capricorn, because that's all about running risks that favour one person over everybody else. So not everybody is going to be totally happy. Could be a tricky time in relationships, but just keep talking about it. You know, we've got this gift here which we open and get ourselves in trouble so much. Today, why not open it and either get yourself out of trouble or do something good with it? I don't know. I'm always trying to do something good with mine. If you've enjoyed it, well, that's really wonderful. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks everyone who watches on Facebook, on YouTube, and anywhere else in the world. Have a fantastic day. I will be back tomorrow if I possibly can. You never know, but the internet seems to be working today. Okay, have a fabulous day, my friends. I'll see you again very soon. Bye.